region, this is something that is not unique to Michigan, but the pain right now certainly is, and that's why we're going to do everything we can to get responsible parties to be held accountable and to ensure that we're helping these homeowners and the people that have been displaced get back on their feet.
Well, the President Trump is heading to your state today. Are you hoping or planning to meet with him to discuss how the federal government can help you during this time?
We do not have plans to meet, but I did speak with him yesterday on the phone. I made the case that, we all have to be on the same page here. We got to stop demonizing one another and really focus on the fact that the common enemy is the virus, and now it's a natural disaster. This is what all of our focus should be on. I'm grateful for the fact that FEMA has been such a great partner, and that's what my message to him was. Let's try to focus on the true enemy, which is the virus and this natural disaster, and let's try to put everyone who has a platform on the same page of saying, let's do this and let's keep people safe in the process. That's always been my call, and that was what we talked about a little bit yesterday as well.
Well, the president made it very clear, Governor, that he's upset with your state. He said your Secretary of State had gone rogue, had mailed out absentee ballots. It turns out it's absentee ballot applications, and he threatened to withhold federal funding. He seems to have walked that back a little bit. But what is your response to that?
Well, you can only imagine how I feel about that. We are in the midst of this global pandemic. We've lost 5,000 people in the state of Michigan. It's been devastating. We are at a point where we think it's safe to start re-engaging sectors of our economy, but then this flood hits and we've got to evacuate tens of thousands of people who are worried and scared on top of this global pandemic. And to have this kind of distraction is just ridiculous, to be honest. It's the threatening to take money away from a state that is hurting as bad as we are right now is just scary, and I think something that is unacceptable. And my hope is that today he will be in Michigan. He will see we are hardworking, good Americans. We need the support of our federal government as much as anybody else, if not more right now because of this added challenge. And that I'm hopeful that he comes away knowing that that's what's most important. No petty political stuff that he had going with the Secretary of State yesterday. We've got to be focused on doing the right thing right now on behalf of the people.
There certainly seems to be a lot of challenges in Michigan. You yourself are getting pushback from many of your constituents who say, listen, we need to get back to work. They've been protesting. They've been very loud. They've been very angry. President Trump seems to be encouraging the state to reopen. What is your message to the protesters?
Well, yesterday, I just juxtaposed the fact that I was standing in Midland, talking to the press, talking to the people. People were so grateful that, we showed up. We've seen volunteers come out. I mean, what the community reaction has been, we're all in this together. Let's pull together and take care of one another. At the same time in Lansing, you had 7 people cutting hair and a couple of hundred show up to protest and with all their protest propaganda. The fact of the matter is the vast majority of people in Michigan, and this is true in every state I'm confident, understand how serious this moment is and are willing to do the right thing. We have made incredible sacrifice. We can't let that have been made in vain and just drop our guard and go back to life as normal. Life is going to be different for a while. Let's be smart, let's re-engage, and let's avoid a second wave because that would be more devastating than what we've been through.